Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do Hunter x Hunter 2011 episode 67 review. So, of course, before I get started, look down in the description below for the link to this week's episode of Hunter x Hunter. Now, that being said, alright, this week, when I say a lot of story progression, there was a lot, alright? Character-wise, not really at all. But story-wise, butt tons, alright? Butt tons. Like you took a shit and there was a ton of shit, like literally. So, first thing off the gate, alright? We see the confrontation between Gensuru, Zidbomber, and Tetsugaira's group. And Tetsugaira, they were the group that was leading. They were. Until we had Gensuru and his boys come in there. They had their trade, but they used the combination of the lucky dice and the what's called the tax collector card. And they did this. They stole like a bunch of fucking cards from Tetsugaira's group. Then Gensuru and his boys, they bailed. They bailed to Masadora. And now they have a total of 96 type cards. So now they're leading because they stole a bunch of cards that Tetsugaira and his boys monopolized. And now all they need is number 2, which is Patch of Shore, number 9, which I don't know what it is, and then number 75, which is Lucky Alexandra, which is actually the card that Gon and Killua get once they go back to those bandits, and after they use the Paladin's necklace to remove the curse that was inflicting the bandits or the ninja, like whatever they are. Right? They look like ninja. They look like straight up ninja. So I'm going to say ninja, right? So right there. So those are two things that really propel the story forward. Seeing the conflict between Gensuru and Tetsugaira, and now Gensuru, his group is leading the whole entire Greed Island competition. At the same time, seeing Gon and Killua and Biscuit progress through the games themselves. And now they have they have like 55 type cards. So they're not even close like Gensuru, but they still have a lot. They still have a ton. And right now the goal is to get Patch of Shore, which is number 2. Because after they talk, I forgot this one guy's name. Kazan? I think his name is Kazan, right? After they go and talk to Kazan. Well, no. After Kazan talks to them and saying, like, yeah, like there's someone is close to completing the game. It's Gensuru, and his boys. They meet up with other teams that have at least 50 plus cards. That was the requirement. And after a few, talking, and after a conflict between Killua and this one girl called Asta, they're able to actually, compromise. And Killua and his group, they get 2 extra S cards. And at the same time, they get information. Alright, they inform the group about Gensuru's abilities and how they have the Lucky Alexandra. At the same time, they get information back about the game itself. How to use spell cards without actually using the card itself, and other things that are not really of great importance as of right now. And the thing here is that the goal is to go to Patch of Shore. Well, the goal is to go to Soufrabi, alright? And Soufrabi, my voice is cracking because I have a fucking cold, but fuck it, alright? The goal is to go to Soufrabi and find the actual Patch of Shore card, which is the number 2 card, which Gensuru and the guys, they don't have. And again, this propels the actual story even more forward. So this episode, in a nutshell, by the way, we actually learn that the event will not occur until you have 15 people that use a company to Soufrabi. And then a certain event occurs, and that event occurs via the 15 people via company, and thus we get to start thinking about Razor. And if you guys remember, Razor was the guy who actually, he's an actual person. He's not an in-game character. He's a person. When the fans they came in, they were confronted by this guy named Razor, and then we saw Razor. He used this card, the Game Master card, where he sent the fan troop away. Then their boat was like floating off the coast. Made a Nen Sphere, so clearly he's very savvy in the missions. Made a Nen Sphere, jumped up, smacked on some volleyball shit. Yeah, and then he blew up their shit. So that's Razor. Razor and his 14 devils. So Now we're gonna see competition between Gon and his group. Well, Gon and the 15 squad, and Razor and the 14 Devils. All right. So how this goes, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. All right, obviously. But if you look at the preview, if you look at the preview at the end of the episode for next week's episode of Hunter x Hunter, like you should tell how shit goes down. Like you should, if you look at the preview, because it's right there. It's right there. But that being said, yeah, this episode I'm gonna give it a good because there was a lot. You know, I'm fucking dying over here, man. All right, okay, yeah. There was a lot of story progression. There was a lot, a blood, right? Pacing was good. It was actually good pacing. The pacing coincided well with the manga. Not only that, but there was a lot of story progression, a butt ton. Character-wise, not there, but a lot of story progression. We see them actually completing the game at hand. Because for the past 5-6 episodes, they've been training, honing their nen skills, so they can actually complete the game easier. But now we see that they're actually, in the process of completing the game. And there's going to be conflict. See, once the whole entire Path to Shore thing plays out, there's going to be conflict between, whoever has the Path to Shore card, if they get it, when they get it, and Gensuru. Because Gensuru, he even said to his boys that number 2 is going to be the hardest card of all. That's why they're going to go for number 75 first. Lucky at Alexandra. Probably kill someone for that shit. Then they're going to get number 9. And after number 2. And according to this guy, Kazan, the number 0 card comes, and it's well known that the number 0 card will come once you get the other 99 cards. So that card's a given. And then right there is pretty much the episode. So the episode overall, it was good. Again, I can say it like 10 times, right? But the reason why this episode gets a good pacing and also a lot of story progression. I'm fucking dying. Alright, I'm done. I'm done. King of Lightning. Be sure to, of course, rate, comment, subscribe as always, and I'm signing out. Peace! Have a nice day. Fuck. My throat. My throat. I'm done. Oh, by the way, if you guys read this series called Gamoran, oh man. Holy fuck, Gamoran. Alright, but I'm done. Alright, peace. Have a nice day.